Hey guys, ThomasBacaBarber here, back with another video. This video today is going to be about Mizutani shears, the best shears in the world. The only shears that I use, the shears that make my haircuts come out as good as they are. Before we get into that, make sure to smash that like button, like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. And so these are the shears here, Mizutani shears. We'll go over the first ones that probably need no introduction. This is a case that they come in, and this is a support case sold by Mizutani. And so let's see. These are going to be the first ones right here. These are called the Sword D17s, and these are, how much are these? The Sword D17s are $1,100. These are $1,100. This is what they look like. They're fairly light. I could flip them around, spin them, do all of that. That's what I do with these ones. These are a great pair of shears. If you only have the money to get one pair of shears, I would probably go ahead and get these for $1,100. And how you should have these I use for everything. These they're very good with detail. They're very good with all around cutting. Let's see, Sword D17s. Great with all around cutting. Beautiful at detail. The tips are nice and fine, so they really get good detail with the cuts. You can go around the ear and get really, specific. You can do a whole overall cut, and they come out great. These are, an all-around shear, in my opinion. They're $1,100. I don't remember what it costs to paint them in gold. I think it was like $400. That's a serial number to the shears. They all come with them. These are Mizutani shears. They're all handmade in Japan. And these are awesome for all around. These are the ones you guys see me flipping, making up moves with. And the reason I do that with these ones is because I've had these for the very longest. This was the very first pair of Mizutani shears I ever had. And these ones used to just come in the normal steel color, and then I sent them off and had them with a custom black screw here in the front and back. And then I had them sprayed in gold. You can still see underneath here where they were silver. Whatever, they weren't silver, but they were whatever steel that they use. And so these are a great pair of shears. Look, they're better than anything you're using if you're not using Mizutani. If you want a great starter shear, I do these. These are size 6.7. And how you could find them is just Mizutani scissors, Mizutani.com. These are a 6.7, great for a barber shear. Maybe if you're doing women's hair, 6.2. But we're talking about best barber shears. So these are one of the best barber shears that you can buy for an all-around shear. The next pair that we're going to talk about is going to be, the next pair that we're going to talk about will be these. And these right here are a specific pair of shears. These are the Acro Type Z2. The difference between the Z2 and the Z1 is the Z2 is a little bit heavier. I just wanted to try a heavier pair. I like them. I could spin these too. I can do, these don't have a screw. They have a different ergonomic system. They have a carbon resin fiber bearing. They have a little tool in the back that you can adjust them. Look, let me tell you something about your shears, guys. All of them should be able to open and drop to about right there. They shouldn't hit all the way here. They shouldn't stop here. They should stop right there. So these are the Acro Type Z2. These are a beautiful shear. You can do all around. Look, these can be an all around shear. Look, let me tell you something else too. So those other ones were made out of the normal steel. These ones have a nano powdered metal. And so I'm going to tell you, you might say, oh, what does the nano powdered metal do compared to what, the regular steel does? The nano powdered metal, I find that allows to really grip that hair. So if you kind of want to just say you want to grab the hair and carve with it, you can do that with these. With those ones, you can probably, but not nearly as good as these. These really grip the hair. It's the way the nano powdered is such a fine molecule of steel that it just grips that hair better than the regular steel ones do. So for ultimate grip, what I use these for is stuff like reverse texture. God, what I'd say is if I'm doing a scissor haircut, I might use these for a lot of the scissor haircut, and then I might come on in and bust these for any detail work. Let me show you the difference. So you could see here, look which one's thinner. So see what I mean? These ones are going to have more, be able to get in sharper and be able to do, you know, all of that. These ones a little bit thicker, not to say they can't get in sharp. These are phenomenal for their grip. So I use them, you know, anytime I'm going to add like a man layer, anytime I'm going to add do reverse point cutting and do reverse texture, these will just hack right up there, give me great texture, grip the hair. These ones will give me smaller subtexture. This will give me a little bit heavier of a texture, the grip with it. If I'm ever shaping or doing anything like carving or slicing, I use these. These are fire. So I would say myself, if you're just starting out, I would say to get these, you're going to fall in love with these. If you want to get these, you can. I would say this would be almost for your second pair of shears. You can grab a pair like this. They're all 6.7. They're all barbering shears. If you guys go with a smaller size, that's okay too. But, you know, for men's hair, like when I want to use my comb, that's another thing, guys, I'm going to come to. These shears are phenomenal at all around. Put these away now. These ones right here are beast when it comes to shear over comb. Like they're beasts. They just grip the hair. They really add something special. But when you want to get real close to the bottom of the nape and you're doing a scissor haircut, you can really grip that and you can get really, really close like a pair of clippers. So they're both phenomenal. Like I said, these are the Acro Type Z2, Mizutani.com. These are $1,100. These are nano powdered metal. These are not a screw bearing like these. These ones have a carbon resin fiber bearing. Just has a slightly different feel to them. They feel very controlled. These ones just feel very natural and very good. These are your all-around Sword D17. These are $1,100 as well. They're both $1,100. I say grab them both. Here's the thing. A lot of people wonder, you know, how different stylists make money and they make more money. And, well, look at the tools you use. So, you know, the better the tools you use, the better, you know, people start to really understand that you care. Let's get into the next ones. These ones, let's go into a slightly more, you know, boring mode, but not really too boring. These are, look guys, the last pair of shears that I show on here, you're going to want to wait for them because they're fucking dank. They're the best shears. They outdo every shear possible, but they're just kind of a collector's. So these ones right here are swords. They were $800. They're a blending shear. Mizutani, you can see it says that. You can see the sword in the front. And these are a blending shear. So when you have the gentleman's haircut, you're doing like maybe a 2 and a taper. It's going into some heavier weight on the side. You're combing the hair over, having a little bit of length on top. You know, you got some blend on the side. I use these. And just for my last bit of touch-up gloss work is these. That's all that I use these for, is they're a blending shear. These aren't a texturizing shear. These are a blending shear. So what I use these for is simply, my clients get to enjoy, you know, that he spent $800 on these shears to simply just blend around the crown to get that last soft touch. So instead of using the clippers to blend there, which you can, clipper over comb, I use shear over comb and I just lightly shatter that in together. I've already done a subjectatory blend with the clippers, but then I go back and these are just for polish work. So when I'm done with my haircut, then I break these out of the case and I just lightly polish around. That's what sets me apart. So these were $800. These are swords. These are blending shears. There's no right or wrong blending shear. Shout out to Scorum Barbershops. Scorum has a blending shear that they did. They tried to get me in that one. I just don't. I kind of paved my own path. I don't like to. I don't jump on anything other barbers really created or anything, and that's just who I am. And you know, I like to create my own. So it's like these are here. They haven't been sprayed or anything. Let's get into the last shears that I have, guys. Watch, these are the last shears that these are coming out of this beautiful case. Look, if you guys are gonna have more than one shear, get a case. And the old Japanese way says that you're not allowed to have your shears spend the night in the case overnight, so they're just from travel to home. Then you're supposed to let them out and let them breathe. These are a special pair of shears. These are the Dama D05s, and these are really a pair of D17 swords made in Damascus steel. I want to see if you can see this pattern, because I want you to really check this out. I want you to see, look at that. These are a beautiful pair of shears, guys. These are gorgeous. And look, I could flip them too. I could do whatever, whenever, however. I know people have complained and said, oh, TJ, you're going to ruin your shears flipping them. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, guys. I could care less. You know what I mean? I'll send them in, get them fixed. I'll buy another pair. It doesn't matter to me. I'm always going to flip the shears. I'm the proprietor of flipping the shears. Nobody's flipped the shears before me. I'm the first to do it, the only to do it, and you know, someone's going to have to copy me. These shears right here are the same exact shears as my gold ones. That's why I had to cop these for sure. Because once I found out they made them in Damascus, and I'll be getting the full Damascus ones and all kinds of other stuff. Mizutani, what's up? Hit me up. Throw me another discount, and I'll buy them all. I'll buy every shear you have. Soon, guys, I'll be having all the Mizutani shears here in my shop. Other barbers that are in the Albuquerque area that want to jump on this brand and want to get the best of the best, the Rolex of shears, well then come on over to my shop and I'll plug you directly. Probably get you a discount. If not, you know, soon I'll have a discount code. If not, roll on to Mizutani.com. I'm not hating. They're the best of the best. These are the same exact shears as these. They're the same exact things. These are in Damascus. So we would say, well, what's the difference? They're just in Damascus. They're in Damascus. Remember the nano powdered metal? They're in nano powdered metal, but there was a difference. There's a difference with these. How would I say, God, these are very, very forgiving. They're very matter of fact. When I cut hair with them, they just have how would you say, these have they're both very sharp. There's no, they're both equally as sharp. These might even be sharper, but I'm saying these have a really sharp feeling of, you could feel that. These have a really robust feeling of a bigger, sharper cutting field. These just those feel like they can kind of rip through the hair fairly quick. These also rip through the hair fairly quick, but these feel like, they just feel like they're on training wheels. They feel more forgiving. Those feel like you can, you know, so these are pretty sick. I just don't, it's hard for me to explain these Damascus ones other than they're just more forgiving. And I don't really get how that works either. They're the same size. They're the same everything. They just have a different sound and a different cut feel to them. These ones have a regular scissor type cut feel. These have more of like a crashing like cut feel, but you know, nonetheless, very good. And so I just say these are elite, you know, and if you want to get these, you can get these. These are real forgiving, so these will probably be really good for a first-time barber. These are $1,500, but these are $1,100. So for $400 more, you can rock these. These will never lose value. These will never lose value. These will go up in value before these do. And so, and I'm lying about the gold ones because I paid, I think, a few extra $100 to spray them. So they're about the same price. So, you know, if you want more forgiving and you want to be just a little bit more, you know, in touch with it and not so matter of fact, then you get these. These are elite. I'm going to start using these more. Look, I'll tell you what, though, another difference between them when you're talking about doing women's hair. So I've cut a girl's hair with these. I posted on my YouTube. These right here will leave a very good solid line and everything. These will leave the best line you've ever seen in your entire life. There's nothing that'll leave a straighter line than these. There's nothing that'll leave a straighter line than these. I just think these go a little bit sharp, a little bit cleaner. I feel like the size difference of the blade is, so I'm going to make it make sense to you. This blade feels a tiny bit thicker than this blade. Makes sense? That's really what the difference of it feels like. So it's, you know, it's just a different feeling, and it's whatever you like. The handle of these feel better. The metal of these feel better. The Damascus feels better. So all around, these are probably better. And so, you know, that's, I want to get into one last thing here, and this is very important. This right here is a Mizutani YS339 comb. And this is the best comb in the world to grip any kind of hair. So, I mean, you know, if you're coming over here and you've got the scissors in one hand, comb in the other, and you're lifting up the hair, grabbing it here, placing your comb here, cutting here. This is just such a light comb, and the way that it's built, I recommend everybody have this comb in their arsenal. And look, it says Mizutani. I got it from Mizutani. They gave it to me. It's kind of bent, where it has a curvature to it, and I think that's that adds just to the way this comb. It just seems very well balanced. It's like you can't lose the balance of it. You can twirl it, flip it. It just seems very, very good and very cool. It has these measurement things, but they're also weighted slots. The comb is very light. I mean, this is the best comb that I've ever used, ever. And guys, I have a ton of these. They're in the wash right now. And so look, here's these other combs that I'm not really going to promote. They're also by Mizutani. This one's the 720. This one's the 735. I mean, and what do I think about these? I think they're fine. I really honestly can use this comb for everything. And this is the one that I use. I'll show you. Look at how I do this, guys. Look. I'm the one who made up all these moves. All right, guys, if you like the video, go onto my Instagram, and I'm going to start dropping some exclusive footage if you subscribe to my Instagram. And there's going to be exclusive shit on there. I'll start doing some giveaways on it, and you know, maybe a Louis wallet, some Apple Watch, whatever we want to do. And yeah, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Mizutani shears, best in the planet. There's nothing better than this. They are the best. And that's it.